Alrighty, folks. Long story short, mistakes were made. Hit a good workout session before Easter dinner, but then had a couple of drinks, and yesterday I just felt not good. So alcohol can impact your recovery. So today, hopefully it's better. Alrighty. Front squat with just unilateral front squat. It's an ab exercise I call compasses, and then also dumbbell bench press. Let's just get to it. Okay. Cheers. So, if I was a little stronger or more confident in moving that way, I'd have both kettlebells So I'm really focusing on maintaining a nice upright trunk. But feeling, like I said, I drank on Saturday or Sunday. Diet was a little off again, I worked out, had a quick breakfast, ran out, I'm Polish, so one of my family's Polish traditions is for the Easter breakfast, lunch, brunch type thing, it's like sausages and hams, a lot of deli-based meats with good bread, good butter, some tea, so a departure from how I normally eat. Didn't sleep well Sunday. So yesterday when I went to the gym, I did leg press, and that was it. Leg press, tried some box squats and step ups, and that was kind of meh. So still managed to get out, still did a half hour. Like I said, it took me I dragged through that workout. Slept really well last night by comparison to Sunday. And let me knock out this set and then I'll talk a little more. That's right. So I'm also trying to work on my power-based movement. My right arm really knows how to coordinate well to get that weight up. My left side not so much. So not great, but better than that first rep. Oh God, okay, here we go. And 8. All right. So if I was at the gym, I'd be using a barbell to step back and really trying to maintain that nice balanced with posture with good stability. With this, again, I like training unilaterally, and I feel like one of the nice things about with the kettlebell is, especially on my left side, right, I feel more of that serratus kicking on to push my shoulder forward to kind of keep that stable as I move. And I feel my right side having to kick on to keep me balanced. I was reading through some recomposition, body recomp guides to see, am I doing everything I could be to change? And the answer, for better or for worse, is more or less yes. So, it's not, and it's this is where, in my head, I'm still battling between the idea of, should I do the recomp for another 2 months, I think it is about, and see what I look like, what my numbers look like in terms of weight, body fat percentage, how much I'm lifting in the gym, because if I'm a pound less but lifting 20 pounds more, great. Right, that should reflect on my frame. If it doesn't, probably, and if it doesn't, that's where I'm probably going to switch to a bulk type thing. And what I'm tentatively planning on doing is adding in, I'd be adding in about 400 calories. So, first week, I would probably bump up protein. Second week, I'd probably bump up carbs, and then the third week I'd probably bump up fats. And that would get me up to that 400 calorie mark. It's like, well, and then fifth week I'd actually bump up protein again, I think is what I was looking at, where I would bump up how much chicken I eat to adding grape juice and then adding a teaspoon of fat at breakfast and dinner. And that would get me about 300 calories, 300-ish, 400-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. And then adding in a scoop of protein, which would again give me an extra like 120 calories. So we'll see. It's not that I don't want to I've been rushing, like, oh, okay, let me do this next sip, right? Otherwise I'm talking too much. So I feel like throughout my exercise career, I really started in high school, but I was like, teenager, 120 pounds. I didn't really have a plan, or, my eating wasn't right because I was skipping 2 meals a day. Or I was skipping breakfast and lunch. I'd have a snack at like 3 o'clock, then we'd eat dinner at like 8. So I've never had like, let me do this. Yes. Alright, so I feel like I've never had like well-programmed plan that also emphasized on like a constructive bulk. Like, so in high school, freshman year, I just kind of ate whatever, whenever. So I weighed 120, go to the gym with my dad when we had time, and I'd run cross country and then walk home. So that's why I was like 120. I got a job, and I started paying for school lunches. But I was still skipping breakfast. And then I was still working, so I gotta have school lunches in Subway most days of the week. So I went from 120 to 150. I mean, I did get stronger. But like that was more like I could maintain at 150. I didn't like get a six pack during that time. And then same thing when I was at the gym. I was taking like weights as part of one of my classes. And so again, I was lifting, but without a real plan about how to lift or a diet to match it. Enter college. Dining hall food isn't really clean. I would try and eat clean. That's a lie. Yeah, so I put on like 5 to 10 pounds. And I did the gym for like 2 hours, but again, I was hitting it for like 2 hours, 3 days a week. And again, I didn't have much of a plan. So, and again, I get stronger? Yes, but not with like a really good plan. Transferred from one college up to New York, and I was like 175 at the time, and so I joined cross country, and I lost weight that way. I started working out, but it was pretty much like everything was training while in a deficit to lose weight. So I lost like 10 pounds. I was able to run 5 miles. Enter grad school. Again, I had kind of ballooned back up because I was playing cross country and tennis, and so I was still around like that 165 range. So ballooned back up in grad school. And again, I lost weight, got down to like 165 comfortably, and I had a plan. I had more of a plan then, but again, it was like losing but I was in a deficit while I was lifting. So it's like now. I feel like I have a plan that I can do, and I just need to slowly add some calories back in, so I can start putting, hopefully, that's always the hope, is putting on more muscle mass, and then hit these numbers that I want to hit, and then from there I'll kind of do that same progression of like tapering off 100 calories at a time, or like 50 to 100 calories at a time, seeing what my overall physique looks like, what my numbers in the gym are looking like, and what I feel like. So we'll see. Alrighty. So I call these compasses because when I started them, I did it with a plate. Today, these might be more of an infinity symbol. So you take a plank position, and you're just gonna drag the kettlebell. So for me, this is me in my plank position. I'm gonna grab the kettlebell, and I'm gonna slide it down to underneath my right hand. Right hand's gonna pick it up, it's gonna slide it up, and then pull it down, replace the right hand. So it's like a big old, attempting to do like a figure 8 kind of thing. We'll see how it goes. Oh. So that's only 8 pounds. Apparently my asthma's kicking in because I'm pretty squeaky right now. Oh, springtime. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is 2 things here. One, I increased the weight up to 12 pounds. 2, we're gonna see if I can't do more of the true compass like I used to. So what's it? I'm gonna start with the right arm. It's gonna go north, south, right, left, and then the left picks it up. North, south, left, right. Right picks it up. Rinse and repeat. Alright, we gotta go this way apparently. Alright, here we go. Alright. Oh, makes it a lot harder than just sliding it around. So I lost, my body tilted a lot on one of those reps, and I lost contact with my right foot when my right arm and left leg, on my right, was it? Oh, can't remember now. So I want to say it was my left arm was going to move and my right leg lifted, so that's kind of that core stability issue that I'm having on that right side. And again, I'm wondering how much of that is implicated towards the left. So yeah, those are compasses. Stole this from Athlete X. He uses a plate on a rubber floor and you're having to push, pull, and of course that, you know, not using the handles that are in there makes it more difficult. And doing it on a rubber floor, there's more traction, so it just makes it more difficult to do. Alright. Let's do another set of this. One of the other things is, like, I know that on my end I'm having to shift a lot of my body weight over my arm. And there's probably other people out there that can do that, you know, while maintaining their chest perfectly over, like, just like, you know, they don't have to shift at all, but we work with what we got. So, yeah, that's hard. All right. So, last thing I got is dumbbell bench press. So originally when I programmed this for my home workouts, I tried using the kettlebells and it was just too much. I didn't have enough of an ability to counter work the 35 and the 45, but with the Bowflex, and this is where going light isn't a bad thing. I should be able to. I'll give it a test shot at 25. Alright. And I may actually do this in almost like a Turkish get-up setup. Alright. So elbow touches the floor, and then push all the way up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah. So I have my hand on my chest to feel, that good activation. And 12. So it's a little more difficult to get that good chest activation on the left side for me, but again, not too much of a surprise. I'm gonna try and bump up the weight, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, well, for the Bowflex, the next jump is a 10-pound jump. So, we're gonna go back to the original 35er. Yeah. So I haven't weighed myself these last few days. Again, date night, Easter dinner, just generally not feeling good. And then this weekend I'm going out with friends again, so I know that I'm not gonna try and kill myself this week to try and really make sure I stay on top of my calorie deficit. I'm gonna try and overdo it because I've got friends coming this week. But that's also where on my end I'm leaning towards allowing myself this bulk so that it's more of a psychological thing that it's oh no, I put on weight, but that's exactly what I wanted to do. So but it's still a metered approach. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's, I do want to have a better overall physique. And I feel like if I can, let's say I put on 10 pounds, but I'm able to go from my current totals to my dream totals, great. So we'll see what happens. Also, I'm curious that, because I'm eating, this would be a real Disneyland story where I ate more, which meant I got stronger, but overall I lost more weight. It'd be like, okay, no, that's right. I don't know what. I would understand why it would happen, but not really why it would happen. All right. Well, that's a piece of cake now. Wait a second. Another nice thing about working out at home is you can make as much noise as you want. What else? Yeah. Weather's nicer. More people are getting vaccinated. Making some plans to do some fun, socially distanced still, like that's what we're planning for. Looks like the Maryland Renaissance Festival may be on, so excited for that. Let's see here, what else? I managed to hit leg press yesterday for 178 pounds, 12 reps, 3 sets. Because that's what I had programmed if I was going to do squats that day. I brought my journal with me just to be like, oh, we'll see how I feel. But the gym was a little busier. Both of the racks were occupied and I just wasn't feeling grand, so I was just like, nope, not doing this. Still got something out of the workout. So that's where, even on your worst day, getting it's like, what did I see for like jogging recommendations? They were like, take, go jog out like 5 minutes or something, they say, just for a warm up. And if by that time you're not feeling like that run's capable, just walk home. Total time, that should take you about 15-20 minutes, depending upon how slow you jog or how fast you walk, whatever. But still, it's like, hey, guess what? You worked out for 15 minutes that day. Still more than 0. All right, 35 felt good. So we're gonna move up to 45. So this also goes back to a couple of things. One, technique. My technique may have improved, getting back in the gym, focusing on that scapular setting to give myself a way to balance the weight well, and in addition to like how the bar has to move or the bell has to move. 3, By getting myself in that kind of split leg setup, I'm stronger that way, or more, I can balance better that way. Or hey, I just got stronger, which is a nice sign as well. So, multifactorial. Six. 8. Don't do that. Don't drop the weight on your chest. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. Do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. How's that sound? Alright. Last set here. I'll ballpark it that today I burned 210 calories in about 40 minutes. So on my good workout days where I'm really feeling good at the gym, I'll hit 450 to 500 calories burned per Fitbit. So if I get about half of that in here, it's a good recovery workout. I still get a little work done. In my humble opinion, whatever it's worth. All right, there we go. Alright. So other than that, like some branding updates. Actually, my brand. I'm still gonna be trying to knock out 3 to 4 exercises per video. I think last week and this week, I'm not gonna be able to get potentially the workouts that I want in to film, maybe only 2 versus 3, which is why I did all the work at the beginning. But hopefully, you got, like, share, favorite, subscribe. I'll be posting these workouts on Instagram as well. I'll be making, I'm between making GIFs or just general clips to post on Instagram. But like, comment, favorite, share, subscribe, follow, save the post, all that good stuff, so that we can gain some traction. You guys tell me what you want to see. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep rocking and rolling with what I'm doing. But if you have questions regarding personal well-being, strength and conditioning, PT, health, rehab, you name it, shoot it at me. If I don't know, I'll see if I can't find someone that can help you. But till next time.